Hey, be joyful. We are in 1 Peter 1:17, and Peter has turned a little corner here and is reminding us that God is Father, but he adds a piece to that now, and he tells us that he is a judge. And we need to interact with that a bit because Father and a judge could be some pretty commanding presence, a commanding presence in our life. So let me read it to you. If you call on him as Father, who judges impartially according to each one's deeds, conduct yourselves with fear throughout the time of your exile. So, Father and judge. When I think of judge myself, I typically just think of a courtroom. I think of robes. I think of respect. I think of all rise when the judge comes in, and that's one aspect of what it is to be a judge. It's also a little bit intimidating when you think of God being the judge, because as the Scripture tells us, God knows our thoughts. He knows our motivations. He knows the whys and the hows of what we're doing without us even saying, and that makes the idea of him being a judge even more intimidating. But there's another aspect of what a judge does, and it's probably even more important than any of that we've just mentioned, and that is that a judge upholds justice. A judge protects what is right. That's the main goal. It must be trusted in order to do that for us. So we have a Father who is God, who's also a judge, but in both of those things he is good. He is upholding what is righteous. And truly, that is what we want as human beings, and especially as believers. Nevertheless, our actions of obedience do matter, and he is concerned about how we take on the responsibilities of our life and make decisions about holiness. Let me read to you from 2 Corinthians 5, where Paul picks this up. This is verse 9. We make it our aim to please him. We must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each one may receive what is due for what he has done in the body, whether good or evil. There is a place for judgment. There is a place for reward for our behavior after we have come to know Jesus. So all of those things are important, and we need to spend some time thinking about that. So let me encourage you. Journal a little bit about what it means to you that God is a judge and yet a Father and one who upholds justice. Just take time to think about that and talk to him about it. And that probably will take up a bit of space. So, hey, until next time, take care.